Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Welcome to Honey's Anime. My name is Fonzie, and I am here to present a wonderful interview I had with the cast of My Hero Academia. This is the English voice actors for Deku, Bakugo, and Mirko. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I had a lot of fun doing it, and go ahead and we're going to show you the interview right now. Enjoy. Well, everyone, thank you very much. I really appreciate you allowing me to be here and interview you all for My Hero Academia Season 5. Thank you.
Ooh.
All right. And basically, I will go ahead and just get right to it. So the first one will be for Mr. Briner. The first question I have regarding the show is Deku is one of the most beloved characters in the series. And I wanted to know what your thoughts are about experiencing All for One and his little brother's story, and how does it affect portraying Deku now, knowing what he's going to learn from it?
I think Deku's probably got just about as many questions as I do about all this. I think it's fascinating. You know, one of the central core mysteries of this entire show is the relationship between All for One and One for All, and it ends up being so much bigger than Deku or All Might or what we previously imagined. So now I think that they're starting to actually address that question more prominently. There's going to be a lot to learn and plenty to learn. So I'm excited to really dig into it. I can't wait to find out what's really happening.
Yeah, me too. That's definitely one question on my mind when I first saw the first two episodes of the new season. All right. Okay, and then I'll go ahead, Mr. Chapman. Mr. Chapman, thank you for being here as well.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So the question I have for you is for Bakugo being a hot-tempered hero in training, how difficult it is to bring his character to life, and were there any difficulties portraying such a high-tempered, passionate character from being very wild to now becoming more understanding of himself and his role as a hero?
The hardest thing about bringing Bakugo to life is just the endurance that I need to do it. Every season, every time we come back into My Hero for the first few episodes of a season or whatever it is that we're doing, those are always the hardest sessions because my voice and my throat has gotten a little bit out of practice of doing it, because Bakugo is pretty much the only character that I ever get to do that sort of voice with, and that level of screaming. So there's usually a little bit of a warming back up to it that I have to get into. I'm kind of hoping that the hardest portion of it is maybe starting to get more into the past, because Bakugo is coming more into his own right, and that he's learning more about himself and becoming less aggressive towards everyone else, because he's starting to sort of see the bigger picture. So I'm kind of hoping that that's going to step more into the controlled Bakugo when he's the more calm and in control of himself version. That's actually one of my favorite versions of him to play, because it gets to show more of the layers to the character. But at the same time, I don't expect by any means that the facet of the character that's so loud and aggressive is going to ever completely be gone. But I do continue to hope to see his growth and see how it goes further as time goes on.
Nice, wonderful. That's good to know. Thank you. Okay, and then I have the next question directed towards Miss Quiñones. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So I wanted to know is what does it feel like to voice Mirko, the number 6 ranked hero in My Hero Academia and the highest ranked female pro hero? And what sort of exercises have you been training yourself for this role?
It has been really exciting to voice Mirko. Kind of a dream come true, I think. I found her very interesting, I think, from the jump of, when everybody was talking about her in the manga. And I guess getting to voice her and see more of her in the anime, it's been really awesome. And in terms of, what I do to get into character, I have like little character studies that I do. I like to read over them, I guess think about what it's like to be the character. And I also like to, watch the episodes that I'm doing ahead of time, make sure that, I know what I'm doing and I know just how much energy I need to bring to the table. I know with episode 90, I definitely need to. And yeah, it's been really cool voicing her. She's awesome.
That's great. Yes, she's definitely a character that we haven't seen until now. We may have seen her in a silhouette form in previous seasons, but it's great to see her character come up, and I can't wait to see what else happens.
Same.
All right, thank you. So going back to Mr. Briner again, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. So the second question I have for you is, without giving away too much detail into Deku's abilities to harness his power fully, of course, with his current output being around 20%. But now that we're getting insight of how powerful he can actually get with the help of Eddie, how much of that can we possibly see in this season?
I'm not sure. It's hard for me to speculate because and it's funny because Deku has barely just gotten the hold of like the basics of his quirk, the very basic stuff. Like, and even then, only a few percent here and there. He got to max out once, and that was that was like way too much. So yeah, he's already under so much weight of responsibility, learning, mastering his basic abilities. I'm I'm really interested to see where he goes from there. Who he asks for advice, how he adapts, etc. I just looking forward to more.
Nice. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, now going back to Mr. Chapin, thank you again. I wanted to know if you have any idea, of course, can you tell us if we'll see Bakugo excel in his training? Because he's a hero in training at the moment because of his attitude, I guess you can say. But do you think that we'll see him be certified officially to battle villains like everyone else in Class 1A?
And I sure hope so. Last season, I felt like Bakugo was so left out of the fun. Not that anything Deku went through last season was fun at all, but Bakugo was so sidelined because he isn't approved to have, the internships, the work studies, and so I sure hope he does, because I'm eager to see what that looks like when Bakugo is able to actually do some level of true hero work, and see how that tests him as a character, because he seems to have so little patience for anything that isn't just beating up the villains. So hopefully I'm my fingers are crossed.
Awesome. Well, I guess we can all remain hopeful then, because I've been waiting for that, because I want to see his true potential in some way as well. Okay, thank you very much. And then for Miss Quiñones, wanted to ask you, so far from what you've been voice acting at the moment, what sort of challenges have you been dealing with portraying Mirko and her character?
I only had one session with her, which was a session that we had, in season 4.
Okay.
Ponds were part in season 5 yet. But what I imagine is probably going to be the biggest challenge is handling her battle scenes. I do find, doing battle scenes fun. I find it fun to be aggressive. So I don't think it'd be too much of a challenge, but I do imagine I will probably be feeling it in my voice after. So, yeah.
All right. I can only imagine, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I don't have the skills to master voices, but I definitely can understand, especially for the three of you. Okay, and then now I have basic general questions for everyone. We can go in order from Mr. Briner to Mr. Chapin to Ms. Quiñones. I wanted to say, or ask, I'm sorry, what is it like working on one of the most popular series in the world? Mr. Briner.
It's insane. I mean, it's incredibly humbling, especially because I have been a big fan of animation and anime ever since growing up. And so to see anime become more popular, and especially My Hero Academia take off in this astronomical fashion is just the coolest thing. Like I'm glad to be a part of something and this collaboration that means so much to so many people, that encourages them and motivates them and helps them relate and bond to other people. I just think that's truly special. So I'm endlessly grateful to be a part of it.
Nice. Thank you very much for that. Mr. Chapin, same question. What are your thoughts on being a part of the most popular series in the world?
Man, it is an honor, and it is incredibly humbling. It is a dream come true. I mean, it is so many things for anybody who ever wants to grow up and be an actor or a voice actor or anything like that. You know, it is wild. You know, you just think about, could I ever be on these things that mean anything to anyone? Could I ever be as good as the people I've looked up to growing up? You know, I like Justin. I always was a fan of animation, and I kind of always just loved it. And so there are all these people that I looked up to and I admired growing up, and their voice work, and now some of them are on the show. You know, and I'm working alongside them, and that is an unreal experience from day one to now, as we're about to do, you know, episode 90. It is I don't know if I'll ever completely wrap my head around it, but somehow we got here, and it is just an honor to be even a small part of the process.
Do the same question for Miss Quiñones. How does it feel to be a part of the most popular series in the world?
It's surreal. I have to echo Clifford, actually, because, you know, when I got into My Hero, I think it was back in 2016, and I think I was just a fan at that point. You know, I was interested in voice acting, but it was a side thing. And I never once imagined, you know, getting to voice act in My Hero Academia. It never crossed my mind. I just thought, oh, it'd be cool to even work with Funimation at all, you know? So, you know, when I think about who I was back then versus now, getting to be in one of my favorite, you know, anime series, and one that's had such a positive impact on pop culture and everyone in general, especially voicing Mirko, who has been such a positive influence, I think, for the POC community in anime. It's been a blessing, and it's so cool, and I'm really grateful.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I myself am grateful for you guys giving me this opportunity to interview you. I look forward to hearing your voices behind the characters that everyone loves and appreciates and holds dearly, and definitely looking forward to seeing your voice shine, Miss Quiñones, as Mirko.
Thank you.
I want to thank all three of you very, very much. Honey's Anime thanks you as well, and I hope you all have a great day.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
thanks so much.
All right.
And that is it for this interview that we've had with the English cast for My Hero Academia Season 5. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. If you have any questions, let us know. Make sure to comment in the comment section of the video. We're going to have some links to some of the articles that we've done in the past for My Hero Academia, because we've done a couple of interviews. And then also make sure you guys keep up with Season 5, because we'll be talking about that for anime so far here on Honey's Anime. And then of course we'll be talking about it for the post-season wrap up of spring 2021. So we'll see you guys next time. Take care and be safe out there.